Monday at noon get the tornado sirens go off, or is that just here?
I feel like it's just us because I feel like somebody moved into town and they were posting on like rants and raves like I don't know what the fuck's going on. Yeah, like the sirens going off. Should I be worried? And everybody's like, oh no, it's noon on Monday. And my dog fucking hates it.
Like, you better hope there's not an actual tornado at noon on Monday or everybody's dead.
So you guys know, obviously, CCICT, Cellular Center, they are an awesome sponsor for us. They're doing great things. But what you don't know is that like these guys are incredible professionals. I can say from personal experience, recently, we've had some very close things going on in the family. We had a broken cell phone and we needed to get some work done on it. And when I say it's broken, I mean this thing was
real broke.
It's beyond what
I've never seen an iPhone that broken.
I would swear this thing was dropped from a very high building or hit by a fucking Mack truck.
Yes.
So with that being said, these guys were able to take data that was needed from the phone. They worked tirelessly. They're still actually actively working on it. So when I say these guys are professionals, they're good at what they do, man. This just seemed like a miracle. So with that being said, give these guys a shot. It is crazy the things that they are doing and they're capable of. New ideas to make these things happen. I mean, Absolutely. They go above and beyond for you.
So if you've got a broken phone that you thought, oh man, that thing's garbage, there was stuff on it that I thought I needed, but I know I'm never going to get it back. Take it to Cellular Center at the Town East Mall, and just find out if they think they can get it taken off of that phone and put on a new one, because this is the most broken iPhone I've ever seen, and they were able to get stuff off of it. So I bet they can get it off of yours too if you need it.
Tell you what, I am Foodie Mike C. This is my partner Bob, and we have some cool stuff coming up. We got
it's nice name.
that was a good attempt. I like that. So we're gonna have a little bit of nerd news, and then we're gonna get into. We just got to go to this awesome screening of Thunderbolts, and very good.
Very good. Loved it. We haven't even talked to each other about it yet.
Yeah, we really haven't. So I mean, when we're riffing here for you guys to kind of do a review, it's going to be just it. We haven't really talked about it at all. So yeah, let's get into the nerd news and then see what we can figure out.
Nerd news, computers. We got nothing. Apparently, nothing in history ever has happened the first week of May in computer news. So
I love that the news says nothing cool, and I'm like, it's never anything cool. It's just fucking computer.
It's just computer
bullshit.
Anyway, 1998, Sony releases the DualShock controller for the PlayStation. Dude, this changed the game. I'm serious. Like, I'm not even playing. This changed it.
I'm not even gonna make a butt joke.
No, nothing. Just DualShock, 2 joysticks, rumble.
It's
rumbling, and you're tumbling.
But wasn't it 64 the first?
You had the Rumble Pack that you could add to it, but this was like built in. This changed it. Like, not super huge PlayStation guys, neither one of us really, but the DualShock controller, they did a good job here.
Yeah, I agree. That was definitely a good addition, and the fact that we're still using it now, you know what I mean? Like,
I mean, it's changed a little bit, but it's still the same premise.
Sure.
Yeah.
It does a lot for the game, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. It's awesome. We got another episode of Cartridge Conundrum. It's not an episode. I'm going to redo it. We got another segment within a segment. Cartridge Conundrum. I said I wouldn't do it, and then you did it.
I hate it so much.
Little seggy in his seggy. All right. Hold on to your controller. It's Cartridge Conundrum time. Let's crank the time machine way back to 1999. That's the year a major player in the console wars was teasing their next leap forward. A brand new home system project known internally as a super memorable aquatic code name, Dolphin. That should give it away. Maybe it doesn't. But don't let the friendly name fool you. This thing was built for power. They hyped it up as its custom engine, a scorching 400 megahertz Gecko processor, cooked up in partnership with IBM, based on the beefy PowerPC architecture. This was set to be a serious jump from what we had known before.
Grand Theft Auto.
No. So listen close. This highly anticipated game beast eventually splashed down onto store shelves as what now classic Nintendo home console. That is this week's conundrum. And guess what, podcast listeners, you don't get an advantage this week. Leave us a comment on YouTube. Leave us a comment on Spotify. Leave us a comment on Apple. Let us know what you think this is. And then all of you social people, hit us up with a comment. Let us know what it is. I didn't even give you the company it's coming from. I tried to make it a little hard this week.
Yeah, I have no fucking idea.
Yeah, you'll do a little
You
bit.
did say a Nintendo Classic though, didn't you? Or some
Never.
bullshit? I feel like you fucking did.
Didn't say that.
I'm gonna go back and find it and be like, this motherfucker right here.
Yeah. How are you gonna prove that when you're wrong? Are you gonna like zoom in and make it
I literally see it
echo?
right here. Now classic Nintendo home console.
It doesn't say Nintendo.
Motherfucker, it says right there. So listen close.
But I didn't. Nintendo home console.
Nintendo home console.
Say that.
I just made it up.
I left it out on purpose. You read it and thought I said it.
This motherfucker.
Go back and find it. I
Okay.
did not say it because I left it out on purpose.
This bitch.
Oh man.
2-2.
Yes. Go Stars. Let's go. We need to be live just to get Stars fans hyped.
I don't know.
I knew they were going to come back.
Might just be you.
I'm the only one.
Yeah, I think so.
There's a stadium full of Stars fans every game.
I don't think so.
No? They're AI?
Yep.
Dang. That's crazy. 2001. Nintendo releases the Mario Party 3 video game for Nintendo 64.
Fucking love Mario Party. It's so good.
I don't think there's been a bad Mario game.
Okay, I thought you were gonna say something stupid. I was gonna be like, "Oh, this bitch." No, they're always good.
I really don't think there has been.
No, they're always good. They always have like different fun games, and it's like, how the fuck do you keep doing that? But they do.
I don't know. I'm getting super pumped about Mario Kart Worlds.
I am too. I
Like-
think it's gonna be great. I mean, if somebody had told me that they're pre-selling, like, and I could buy one, like that.
Oh,
would've
I'm
been
sorry.
nuts.
I thought you had the internet.
Anyway, you couldn't buy two.
No.
Like, that's
I
the whole
didn't even
point.
know
You
if
can only
you
buy
really
one.
I didn't even know if you really wanted one. Then I'm stuck with a second Switch.
Yeah, I would have borrowed it. It's like, fuck your money. I'll just borrow it.
What do you need sleep for?
Goddamn,
Gosh. Anyway,
this fucking guy.
pop culture. 1992, the final episode of Golden Girls.
Oh damn.
Yeah, 1992. Those ladies, they were only in their 40s.
Yeah, I was gonna say I heard that the oldest one was actually like maybe the youngest, or wasn't even the oldest.
I don't know what you just said.
Like the mom on the show, like the small old lady. Like I heard she wasn't even the oldest person.
Oh, right. They
Like,
portrayed
how
her to
the
be the
fuck?
oldest one.
Yeah, yeah.
They were seriously like in their 40s when they did the show. I thought they were like 80.
That's fucking crazy.
But
I do feel like people like back in the day though, like they age fucking terribly.
was it just harder?
Everybody was just smoking?
Smoking.
Shit.
It was smoking, right? It had to have been.
Just fucking leather facing these bitches. I don't know.
What? I don't know either, but people definitely seem like they aged different.
Yeah, you watch Cheers, and it's like those fuckers are our age. Like, I don't think
Yeah,
so.
like what? Cliff, you look like you're 50, bro.
Goddamn, they were bad.
It was. Okay, 1996.
Mhm.
Twister.
Hell yeah.
Like the Twisters, the
Mhm.
new one,
Yeah.
is good, but I feel like it was a little outlandish. Like some of those tornadoes and the amount, we don't see it like that.
No, everybody thinks like being in like Kansas, like in the tornado alley or whatever. Like my brother's wife actually like refuses to live in Kansas after he leaves the army because she's scared of tornadoes. I'm like,
It's not that
last
bad.
fucking time I seen one. Like, but the crazy thing is like Twisters, they were looking for a food truck to be in the movie, and I was like real close to being like, man, I could drive down there, but I was like, I'm not gonna do that. But it would have been cool though to have my food truck. Like,
That would have
in
been
the
super
movie.
cool.
Yeah.
But so Twister, like this is the original one
Mhm.
with Helen
Yeah.
Hunt and
Mhm.
what's that freaking guy's name?
Bill Paxton.
Bill Paxton. That's him. I think Twister is a better movie than Twisters.
I mean, yeah, I feel like the originals are always better. But yeah, I feel like they definitely were trying hard to make it like epic on the second one. And it was just
Yeah.
kind of fucking weird.
Yeah.
Like the Tornado Wrangler or whatever the fuck. Like, fuck that guy. Stupid. It was entertaining to watch,
It
but
was. I liked the new one, but Twister I think was a better movie, and it was like we hadn't really seen anything like that before, and so it was cool, and it kind of hits so close to home because we are in Tornado Alley, so. But it's never like multiple tornadoes at once and huge
you'd be
F5,
lucky if you
F6.
even see a fucking funnel once a year, if
Right.
that. You know what I mean? Like,
we hear about them, and they say we get tornado warnings and the tornado sirens. I get hit on social media. Hit us up this week. Do you guys every Monday at noon get the tornado sirens go off, or is that just here?
I feel like it's just us because I feel like somebody moved into town and they were posting on like rants and raves like,
Like,
I don't know what
what's
the fuck's
happening?
going on. Yeah, like the sirens going off. Should I be worried? And everybody's like, oh no, it's noon on
fine.
Monday. And my dog fucking hates it.
Like, you better hope there's not an actual tornado at noon on Monday, or everybody's dead.
Everybody's
Yeah,
they're
but
all
let
going
us
down.
know in the comments. Did this tornado sirens go off across the country at noon? Like, is it just loud as heck in our country at noon, or is it just in the Midwest? And is it just like, I feel like Oklahoma probably does the same thing.
I would assume so.
Texas probably too, right? I don't know.
Probably.
We got people all over. Let us know.
Yeah.
Let us know if you guys have tornado sirens go off at noon on Mondays. That's when they do them here. 2004, Friends airs its season finale. 10 seasons, 52.5 million people watch that thing.
I have so many people like, oh, Friends is so good. Friends is so good. I haven't seen one fucking episode because it seems so stupid.
Boo.
Anytime I've caught it on a TV or something just for like a minute or two, I'm like, it seems dumb.
I
as
just
fuck.
don't think it's funny.
No,
I really don't. Like, that is not my kind of humor. It's just not funny. I don't think
No.
I just think it's dumb. Joey is probably is his name Joey? What's that freaking guy's name? I don't know. The brown guy.
Miguel.
I don't know. There's one guy on there that's funny, and he's the dumb one with black hair. I just can't remember his name. All the rest of that show, I can do without it. I don't know why people thought it was so good, because I didn't.
I don't know. I think it actually might be like my wife's sister, like one of her favorite shows. But I don't know. It's almost as bad as the Avalanche scoring another goal.
Dag nabbit.
I'm keeping updated, guys. It'll make sense later. But
mother trucker. All right.
Yeah.
Well, guess what? I got one.
Lord. Oh Lord.
Do you guys remember BMG Music sending you this flyer in the mail? The actual mail.
Actual
mail.
No emails here.
No email. And it didn't have my name on it. It probably just said current resident.
Mm-hmm.
And you open that thing up, and it's just a list of all of the CDs that are out right now.
Yep.
And it says in big, bold letters, get 12 CDs for a penny. I was like, heck yes.
I will do that.
I will do that, and I'm never paying for it.
Yeah. There's probably, how do they even make money on that? Like, I know there's like a subscription service that, like, if you didn't do it right or didn't cancel or whatever, like, surely that got a lot of people. But there's got to be a lot of people who just flat out didn't pay these guys.
I feel like everybody our age was doing this, and they weren't getting paid. There was probably dudes that are our age now back then that did have cars and CD players and stuff, and they were like, oh, dude, like, that's cheap.
Yeah.
I'll do that to get some music, right? But kids our age, I guarantee you there isn't a single kid that paid for this.
No.
And I remember it says 12 here. I only remember 3 of the CDs that I got.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think you get them all at once. It wasn't. It definitely wasn't like that.
Before they gave you the other 6.
Yeah, you're gonna get a couple of them, and then it's like you gotta kind of pay for the rest or whatever.
I got No Doubt. What is the name of that CD? The one where she's in like the red shirt on the front of it with the. Do you remember the name of that CD?
I don't, but I know what you're talking about.
It is Farm something maybe.
I don't know.
I can't remember the name of it. Anyway, it's the iconic No Doubt with all the iconic. Do they even have more than one CD? Tragic Kingdom was the name of that.
Yeah. Yep.
So the Tragic Kingdom CD, I got the No Doubt Tragic Kingdom CD. I got the Green Day Dookie CD. And this one was weird. I don't even know. This is weird. I got the Jewel Pieces of You CD.
The fuck?
I don't know.
So what's funny is I've like seen like clips of like shit, you know what I mean, that like we use for art on the show,
Uh-huh.
and I saw the Jewel CD, and when I saw it, I didn't even read Jewel. I was like, "You got a fucking Hanson CD?" Like it looked
It
like
does look like
motherfuckers
Hanson
from
on the front
Hanson
of
or some
that. That's
shit.
hilarious.
I was
So,
like, "Goddamn!"
so did you do this when you were a kid? Like, did you?
I feel like I did, but I don't remember shit about it. Like I couldn't even tell you who all was on it. Like just on this like little picture here, I don't know if there's any motherfucker that I would have even got. You know what I mean?
What
Like
did
and
you
that,
listen to back then? Because we're talking like mid 90. Like you could think about this like 95.
God, yeah, I'm literally looking through the list right now to be like, is there fucking anything I would have wanted to listen to? I don't think so, man. There's
Like Nirvana.
yeah, I did some Nirvana stuff. I mean, I've always been into like rock music, but like I said, looking through this list, I may have got this thing and been like, oh fuck this.
This
I don't
has
really
nothing
see
I like. I'm not even gonna
definitely not
rip them
my
off.
Jewel. That's 100% sure I ain't getting Jewel.
I don't know why.
I did like Blues Traveler though.
Oh yeah, that dude. Do you remember the story of him throwing up in his harmonica and keeping going?
No.
Oh yeah, that was gross. Like he was harmonica and then just bleh, and then swallowed it and kept on harmonicing.
That sounds pretty fucking terrible.
Gross.
You know it's not terrible? The Stars tying it up.
Let's go. This is yes. Yes.
Also,
I love the Stars, first of all. Second of all, one of the next segments, this makes way more sense than I'm this pumped about it. But if the Stars win this game,
Yep.
the series is over and they're moving on.
okay,
So
well,
this is
This is
important.
a pretty big win for them then, and they're at Avalanche. So
They are at Colorado, but they go back to Dallas. No, they
Crazy.
don't. They stay there because Avalanche have a home field or home ice. So
Oh, fuck.
they're staying in Colorado. That's a hard place to play. They have a home field advantage. I feel like is a thing all over, but in Colorado, like, have you tried to even like walk in Colorado? It is freaking just because you're so far above sea level, the air is not as good in Colorado, so you struggle to breathe up there.
Okay, I see what you're saying. I have been in Colorado, but I've never really like my band. We toured.
Did you go on a hike?
We drove up a mountain. We
That's-
sat at the top. But I do remember one thing. I will say, I remember being in our vehicle, driving for a while, and like, hey, we're in Colorado, and like we went. I remember getting out of the vehicle and just thinking the air seemed so much
thinner.
not like cleaner. Like it smelled better. I don't know. It was weird. I just remember like it
Had
just
you just
felt
farted?
so. I don't think so, but I mean, we're just four dudes trapped in a vehicle. You know what I mean?
That's
like,
probably why it smelled better, because it's four stinky dudes that haven't washed their clothes for 5 days.
I'm just saying, like, we got out of the car and I was like, God, it feels just fresh as fuck up here. Like, we were by a stream. A chipmunk ran up to me. Like, it was crazy.
It handed you a doobie.
That didn't happen,
Oh.
but it could have, I
I think the
guess.
chipmunks smoke weed there. Maybe. Maybe not. Be a good kids movie. Oh, no.
It's like Alvin and the Chipmunks, like, just totally fucking crazy.
No.
God.
I don't know.
Maybe that should be a segment, how we could fucking ruin movies. Anyways, one movie that wasn't bad or
That
ruined,
didn't
though,
get
was
ruined.
the new Marvel Thunderbolts. I feel like it started out with a lot of, praise to it. And then I feel like a lot of other reviews started coming out too, people just shitting on it.
Yeah.
And even the movie theater, Jerry,
Yeah.
he was saying, he's like, man, I feel like it's kind of the thing now for people just to get on here and start trashing movies. And that sucks. But
I
I
don't.
feel like they did a really good job.
I just don't put a lot of stock into movie critics. Like, I don't feel
No.
like they're not. If everybody's saying it's cool, they're gonna go say it sucks so that they get views, right? They want to get clicks. And so, like, you can even say it sucks in the title and then say, oh, well, it wasn't really that bad, right? And so, but we just saw this thing. It got over an hour ago. I loved this movie. It
Yeah,
took
it was
you
very
on
good.
a ride, dude. It was funny. There was some serious stuff. There was actually
Yeah.
a lot of serious stuff.
A lot of serious stuff.
There was there was really good action in it. Like,
Mhm.
it was definitely comic booky and Marvel. Like, it was a Marvel movie for sure.
Absolutely.
And lots of good. You can tell that they're starting to build something, and that to me is the cool part for this. Is
Yeah.
they're trying to build another MCU because I feel like it's been torn down with the movies that have come out recently.
Yeah, that's kind of what we said prior. It's like up until Endgame, it's like they had like a goal. They had something they were trying to accomplish
Yeah.
or stop or whatever. And then since then, it's just kind of been like, well, this is a movie, this is a movie, this is a movie, and it kind of doesn't make sense. But now I feel like they're definitely kind of onto something.
Yeah, they're trying to get this continuity back, and I don't know what's going to happen after it. We're trying to not spoil things because it's brand new, and we don't want anybody to be mad at us for like spoiling it because I hate that. I didn't even watch any
Yeah.
trailers for this thing before that because I didn't want to know. Like, I feel like trailers ruin the movie, and so I didn't even watch any trailers. So I went into this thing completely fresh, and I loved it. I thought it was awesome. The the characters are funny. I mean, you've seen all of these people before, right?
Accents make it.
They do. They absolutely do. And I think there's going to be some things that come out of this movie that are quotable. We're going to hear them. People are
Yeah.
going to start saying them because they're just funny. And then there's a twist, and you don't know what's going to happen, and so that makes it cool too. So just the key things that you want out of a movie is were you like there's movies that I've been at the theater and I'm just like, golly, it's only
Yeah.
been 10 minutes and
Yeah.
can
Yep.
we get it was over in a flash to me. Like, I felt like it went
Mhm.
really quick. I wanted more, and it was just a good one.
The characters were great, and I think one of the most interesting things about it is, like we had two totally different experiences with it. You know what I mean? As far as what we thought. I mean, we both thought it was great, but like after we left, I was like, God, that was fucking dark. And he's like, was it?
I was like,
So
I didn't think it was dark, but
it's funny because it just shows that how many different people can watch the movie and totally get something different out of it.
Yeah.
So I will just say from just a personal approach to it, I felt like it was very dark. Like there are definitely some deep, serious, hard hitting things in there. So if you maybe have a dark mind or have struggled with dark things in your past, like just know it's heavy. It
it
can get
does get heavy, but I think there's a balance there, right? There's a character in there that balances that
Absolutely. I
out.
mean, there's always a redemption, I feel, to these kinds of
Yeah.
things, but just know that it is there and it is present.
Yeah, for sure.
So
It'll take you on a ride, for sure.
for sure, absolutely.
It was, but it was a good movie. I give it 2 thumbs up. I feel like it was really good. I feel like it's, yes, there was some heavy parts, but there were some really funny parts. Like, dude,
Absolutely.
I laughed
We were laughing the
so
whole
hard.
time.
And then there's some surprises in there, like Marvel always does.
Yeah.
And like I said, it's building something where there's more to come, and we know that there's going to be more to come. And I feel like they're starting to get back to their roots and get to a point where we can anticipate these movies being connected.
Sure.
And so, yeah, I mean, it's awesome. So, that segment was brought to you by the Regent Theater in Wellington. That's where we watched it at. He's going to be playing that thing for 2 weeks. So if you're in Wellington, around Wellington, Winfield, Mulvane, Oxford, Derby, Hayesville, go check out Jerry at the Regent. He's
nicest dude ever.
Oh,
He's
Jerry.
incredible, man. They even had some new candy and stuff in there that I was excited to try.
I had never seen those Mike and Ike straws before.
Making fun of me because he's like, I'm eating something with my name on it. I'm like, just let me.
I was just jealous. There's never any Travis candy.
Let me appreciate me. Anyways, God. So another thing, we have Mother's Day coming up, so I thought it'd be cool to kind of touch back on something that we had talked about, and that's just I guess how we can be as men. I feel like we kind of get
You've
set
talked
in our
about
ways
this for
on
a
some
long
things.
time, dude. Like, I remember way back, I don't even know, like 7, 8 years ago,
Yeah.
you and I were texting back and forth. You had some other dudes that were interested in like how to be a good man, right? Like,
Yeah.
And we couldn't really figure out what to do with it back then.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, you've definitely had this thought for a long time.
Sure. Yeah. So it's something, like I said, even when we touched base on it before, you kind of like, oh yeah, trying to do, it's like, man, like it's something I've always been about, and it's man, not even like a brownie point kind of thing, but it's just more like it made me think more like, man, like now, especially, it's like, dude, I have a daughter. Like how I act is how she's going to expect, like or it's like how she sees me emulate like love to my spouse. You know what I mean? Like that's what she's going to look for, or like the way I act is like what she's going to expect from another man. So it's like that's why I had to be a good musician, because like I got to show her that I can play guitar, and she's going to be used to people playing guitar. So your shitty ass kid comes up playing Wonderwall, she's like,
Yeah.
fuck that shit. You know what I mean? Like, oh, my dad can cook too. What, bitch? You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like, so it's
Well,
like,
and I mean, for real, like if I'm just walking around being a dick all the time to my wife,
yeah,
that's what my daughter's gonna see. And I'm telling you right now, if there's a
Mhm.
dude that's a dick to my daughter, me and him
Yeah.
are gonna have a problem, right? And so
Absolutely.
that's in the end, that ends up being my problem because
Yeah.
she
So it
saw
is your
that.
problem. It's kind of, and I've heard enough people and seen enough people that say shit like, well, a father figure wasn't around, so they just the first guy that gave them
Hmm.
attention, they went and they're an asshole, and they just kind of have to
Hmm.
deal with it. And it's like, man, that's even more pressure on us to really know our
Absolutely,
shit.
dude.
You know what I mean? And it's, like I said before, it's like you have to really think of ways that you can even just show appreciation. And I feel like it kind of starts like I remember this love language book, and
Hmm.
I can't remember if I bought it or if we did like the ebook thing, whatever. But it's like my wife and I both did it, and you kind of learn what is important to you. And I feel like, you kind of amass like all of them, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Because
there's a
everybody
little
likes
bit of all
gifts.
of
They
them in
like,
everybody
yeah, it's like you like the affirmations and things like that, but there's definitely something
that sticks
that
out.
is more important to you. So for myself, I'm definitely more of like a physical touch person, and that doesn't have to be crazy. You know what I mean? Like even just hugs, holding
Uh-huh.
hands, like whatever, you know what I mean? Just that is what means a lot to me. But the weird thing about that is like if you don't understand your partners, then you could be trying to do all the right things, but in the wrong way, and it doesn't connect in the way that you hope it will.
Yeah.
Like for example, I will say like I love surprises. I love giving people surprises, gifts, whatever. So like I would do these things for my wife, and she like would appreciate it, but it was never her thing. You
Hmm.
know what I mean? Like she couldn't care if I did roses every week for the rest of our
Hmm.
lives, but if I said to her like, hey, you're doing a great job, you're a great
Hmm.
mom, like I see all the work you're putting
That
into,
affirmation.
that's what she
Yeah.
wants, that's what she loves. So that is a huge thing, I think, to really understand what your partner wants or needs, because buy him a gift, clean the house, do whatever, but it's like if physical touch is it, give them the hugs and
Mhm.
whatever. It's like you have to understand what it is, otherwise it's it'll be appreciated, but I don't think to the extent of
Yeah, absolutely.
fulfillment, I guess.
Yeah, no, I think understanding, and it takes time too. Like it's not something that you're just gonna get like that. But
Sure.
I mean, this is the love language thing is one way to figure this out. There's other ways too, and but this is one way that you can at least figure out. Okay, there's a something tied to what she likes, right? And so
Sure.
let me try to figure out ways that I can show that I care enough to do the things that
Hmm.
she actually likes. Like you can do all the other stuff, like you said, like
Sure.
all those nice things are
Hmm.
great, but the putting the effort into the thing that is the right thing about her, one that can be difficult, especially as guys, because we're dumbasses and we have pride, and it's all of the things that we think about, and whatever, we think it's dumb or we don't want to be romantic because it's silly or whatever, right? But um I think as somebody, one, like you said, that has kids and specifically a daughter, like I want her to see a guy that is treating um, his wife the way that she deserves to be treated, so that she wants that later. But
Hmm.
then I've got 3 boys too, and I want those
Exactly.
guys to like treat their girlfriends and their wives later on in life the way they should be treated, right? And so if
Absolutely.
I'm not doing, you have to lead by example
Hmm.
as a dad. And so I think not by no means am I perfect at any of that stuff, but you if you really start to just think about it, like that's where you have to start, is like think about
Hmm.
what you're doing. Don't just go
Yeah.
through life being the dick that you are, because we all are that, right? Like
You can, it's easy to get lost in yourself, you know what
yeah.
I mean? And that was one of the biggest things I wanted to do with our relationship. I've always said like if I'm putting you first and you're putting me first, it's like you don't have to worry about yourself anymore because somebody's got you. You know what I mean? So I
Mhm.
think that is the biggest base of it, is like
And that's
if you're
tough
not, if
though.
it is, like we are just selfish people in nature, you know what I mean? But it's like, but if you are putting every day into like, I'm gonna put her first, what I think she needs, what she wants. And with that being said, like communication is such a big thing. It's like you don't have to guess all the time. You know what I mean? Just flat out say, hey, like what can I do? And even now, whether things are good or bad or whatever, you just stop and say, hey, is there anything you want to talk about? Like not don't wait until shit blows up and everybody's angry and mad and yelling or whatever the
Mhm.
case is. You know what I mean? Give the opportunity to say, hey, is there something you need to talk to me about? Are things going okay? Could they be better? Is there something I can do? Do you want me to stop fucking talking so much? Like whatever. You know what I mean? Like there's definitely times where,
Yeah.
it's good to just kind of give some space if that's what they need. But
Yeah.
just leave that communication open and not just don't just you know hear them, like actually listen, because half the time you just think, okay, I'll just let her run her bullshit, let her bad mouth whatever, and just fucking it's over, okay, cool, and then it's just done.
Yeah. And then it's the
But
same
it's like
thing
if
next
you
time.
actively listen, you know what I mean, and you can fix some things or hear what she's really saying, you're like, are you stressed, are you whatever, it's like then it's just a matter of helping and doing the right thing and saying the right thing, just trying to implement little things to just be like, hey, I notice you, and I think that's a big part of it is like stop and actually fucking look at each other, because we get so busy, dude, just running back and forth in our lives. Sometimes it's like I'm just grabbing my wife, like, hey, I want you to know that I see you, kind of
Mhm.
a thing, like actively see you.
Yeah, I mean, and again, I think it really depends on how your partner is, like what their love language kind of thing is. But
Hmm.
um, you know, I, making it making it known that you're doing those things, like not like look at me, I'm doing these things,
Exactly.
but like
Yeah.
just do the thing
Hmm.
every time, right? Like,
Yeah.
and I think it's so difficult as a guy because we just let our pride get in the way so much when it comes to
Hmm.
all of this stuff, because it's lovey-dovey or it's romantic or it's it's girly or it's or whatever, right? All the cliches that you can say about
Sure.
why guys are just idiots all the time,
Hmm.
and we don't listen and we don't do the things that we should do because we let our pride get in the way. And I think I didn't have a super good example as a kid of any of this stuff, right? And so and I don't think my wife did either. Like, it just, we didn't have good examples of what it should be. And so we're at a little bit of a disadvantage there because we have to learn it on our own. We didn't have anybody to
Hmm.
show us. We didn't have anybody even thinking I should be a good person so my kids can be a good person, right?
Yeah.
And so I think if you can really just think about it, just stop and think about it for
And I think
just a second.
that's the hardest thing is just having that realization of like, dude, I do not have shit figured out. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
I feel before, like, people were raised with like, okay, I'm the parent, you listen, and that's what
Hmm.
it is. It's like, dude, I want my kids to understand, it's like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, but
Hmm.
I'm here and I'm trying, you know what I
Hmm.
mean? That's like, I think when they understand that we are fallible and we're just doing what we can and we're not trying to be assholes by telling them they can't eat fucking 8 pounds
Hmm.
of candy for dinner, you know what I mean? It's like it
Right.
will make sense sometime, but we also don't have to like withhold shit, you know what I mean? It's like we can say, listen, this is why I'm doing this, because I need this to be better for you, or whatever the
I
case
mean,
is.
even to the point where, like, we, not to be a jerk about it, but even like if we've been on vacation and that vacation cost a lot of money, like
Yeah.
we've talked about, like, hey, look, this vacation cost X amount of money, right?
Hmm.
And that's a lot. And
Yeah.
so you need to appreciate what we're doing, number one. But number
Hmm.
two, like, think about when you start making money, because I've got a son that's 15, almost 16, and he's starting to make money, and he's starting to realize stuff costs a
Hmm.
lot sometimes, right? And
Yeah.
you make that money, and then when you need to get something, all of that money's gone. And
Yeah.
it's like, so, like, even, and I think people, like, are kind of shy about talking about money with their kids, and it's like, yeah, I don't go around telling my kids how much money I make a year, but I do go around saying, hey, look, that cost this much,
Yeah.
or we paid X for that thing. And my hope is that they don't see that as like something that where I'm like beating them down with money all the time.
Sure.
It's
Yeah.
really meant to
They
say,
just have to know.
yeah,
Yeah. It's real.
exactly, it's real, and it happens, and you're gonna have to do this later too. And so you
Yeah.
need to know now that it's a deal, right?
Literally, one of our 10-year-olds is already saying, he's like, man, I don't think I'm going to have kids because it's expensive. Kids are expensive. And it's like he realizes, you know what I mean? He sees the money going out for sports and everything else. And it's like, dude, there's a lot of money out there.
I mean,
And
just money is a big one, but
yeah.
time too. Like,
Yeah.
gosh, dude, I'm coaching two soccer teams,
Yeah.
and that has taken so much of my time during the week. It's been insane. April has been crazy
Sure.
because just the time commitment that it takes to coach both of those soccer teams has been crazy. I love it. My littlest son didn't think he was ever going to get to play sports, so I'm getting to coach him play his first sport, and he
That's cool.
loves it. He tells us thank you all the time because he didn't think he was going to get to play and all that. But it's just like, there's so much that goes into that, and then bringing it back to what we were talking about, like our wives are expected to be the ones that are the caregivers and the loving and the caring and like taking care of the kids and all that, but
Sure.
like why can't we be that part of the time? Why
Exactly.
can't we do that, right? Like
Yeah.
as a dad, like that's my kids need that. And so,
Yeah.
and there's tons of stuff out there, like not science, but like just there's tons of stuff out there that says when a dad's not present, and you can be at home and not be present
Absolutely.
as
I think
much
that's a
as
huge thing.
you're not even if you left, right? Like
Sure.
even if you were gone and never saw your kids,
Yeah.
you could be at home and still not be present, and that has a negative effect on kids. It's proven. Like
Mhm.
so being present at home with your kids and engaging with your kids, I'm not trying to be my kid's best friend,
Mhm.
but I am like I joke with my kids, we have fun, and being able to take some of that burden away from my wife, and
Yeah.
her not having to always just be the one that deals with the kids, I think is a really important thing, at least in our relationship, because
Absolutely. It
that
definitely is.
it can wear them
But
down.
it shows the kids too that you're also making time for them. And I think that's massive as well. Like, dude, I can't even tell you, some of the shit I go through just from injuries in the army and things like that. Dude, there's a lot of times where I'm just fucking exhausted and I hurt. But it's like every time they're like, hey, do you want to go play basketball? Do you want to go play catch outside? I'm like, yep.
Let's go.
It's like you just got to get up and just go do it. And I feel like it's always easy, after you just get started. But one big thing that I think also is a kind of hindrance. I feel like we kind of get these expectations, and that kind of leads to also like scorekeeping and shit,
It's
and
the worst,
that's
dude.
terrible because I feel like guys kind of have this mentality of like, well, I just got home from work and then I took out the trash, so like you should have to do this, or I should be expected to have my time, or whatever the case is. You know what I mean? It's like you start to be like, well, I did all these things, so you need to do this, or you should be grateful for me, or you should, it's like basic ass things that have to get done around the house. But like you said, it's like we expect it to be somebody else's job. You know what I mean? It's like there's no reason you can't do the laundry or clean a fucking toilet or make dinner or whatever the case might be. And then you start saying like, well, I did this and I did this and I did this. And as soon as you start keeping score or like track of all the good shit that you did, you know what I mean? It's like that's when everything just goes downhill, because then it's a contest.
Yeah, keeping score means somebody's going to win, and the
Yeah.
goal here is that we're going to win together. We're a team.
Yeah.
You don't keep
Mhm.
score against your own team. You keep score
Exactly.
against the other team, right? And so, like, I'm rooting for the Stars. They're playing
Yeah.
against the Avalanche. All of those Stars guys, when they score a goal, they're all happy for each other, and that's the way that
Yep.
this relationship thing should work as well. Like, there should be no score. It's we're on the same team. How do we get
Yeah.
to the goal, right? How do we score together, and then how do we score later, babe?
Yeah. Not an expectation, but it's appreciated. It's but it's going to lead to more scoring when you're working together.
Yes, it will. I
You got to have
guarantee
that
it.
teamwork, and it's going to lead to the scoring.
Yes.
Maybe more members on the team. I don't
Who
know.
knows? Maybe you'll have a whole basketball team. Who knows?
Gee, I think you're working on it.
Nope, we're done.
Oh man,
Bartender.
Oh, are you empty? I will say Dallas is up 4-3.
There we go.
End of the second.
Heck yes, dude. These guys, I really wish I was watching that game right now because they are
On their
so good. I love the Dallas Stars. They're so awesome.
The only good Dallas team.
No, we got the Rangers, man. They just won the World Series in 2023.
But that's the Texas Rangers, not the Dallas Rangers.
They're in Arlington, right next door to the.
It's the Texas Rangers, not the Dallas Rangers.
I hate it when you won't give up.
Anyways,
we got to do it. Everybody's doing it.
God, everybody's doing it.
Everybody's doing it. 100 men.
Yep.
Versus one gorilla. Who wins?
My favorite video I've seen so far is this guy who's all sweaty and it says, "I beat off 100 men." And it's like, that's not what it meant.
You took that the wrong way, sir. I honestly think, yes, gorillas have zero, like as human beings, we have this thing of like we can ease up. The gorilla's not going to do that, right? He's just going to attack and anything it takes. But we know that about the gorilla, that he's just gonna do it.
He's gonna rip your fucking arms off.
But
like,
he
they
can,
just
he
rip your
can't.
arms.
He only has 2 arms, just like we do.
Okay, but keep in mind though, how many people are gonna jump on this gorilla? I mean, honestly, like, if you had men like ready to fight this gorilla, how many can you even get to it? Even if you had 100 surrounding it, it's like you're gonna have maybe 6 like actively like trying to grab this thing, and the rest are just
Here's
gonna
the
be, like,
deal:
behind the
the
back.
weakest of those 100 are gonna
Mhm.
die, no doubt,
Mhm.
no doubt. But when he is destroying those 3 dudes that are gonna die, the other 97 are gonna rip this dude apart because they know. I feel like
I think if you're
100.
talking straight hand-to-hand combat, like, I don't know, man.
If you just send like a stupid old movie where you send one person in at a time, yes, they're all gonna die.
No.
You send all 100 at the same time, he's gonna
But
take
how
out
many
3.
can actively fight this gorilla? How many can actively fight it at once?
I don't know,
though?
10, 12. I mean, I feel like you could. I feel like you could surround this guy and get him to the ground and just start beating on him, and he's gonna succumb.
God, I don't know.
You think the gorilla takes on
I
100?
think there's an amount. There's a reason they set it at 100, because even then it's like a questionable thing. You know what I mean? Like, they didn't say, oh, 10 people, 20 people.
I
Like,
don't
they
think
said
so,
100.
man. I
They
think
said 100.
I think that we're giving the gorilla more credit than he deserves.
I saw a video of like several people pulling a rope against like a single tiger, and the tiger was beating their ass. You know what I mean? It's like, what
How
is
are
a
they so
gorilla going to
strong?
do to these people?
How are they so strong?
Fucking scary.
That is scary. Like, gorillas are scary.
I think there's a fear factor there too. No matter, like, you could have the 100 bravest dudes, like, they're gonna shit themselves when they see someone's arms or head
Yeah.
get ripped off by a gorilla, and it's like,
Yes,
maybe I
dude.
don't want to fight this guy.
Yes,
And then-
dude. Like, for sure, you're gonna have that. You're gonna poop in the middle of the field for sure.
yeah,
But
Bob is just gonna.
I just feel like 100 dudes against one, even if the gorilla's 10 times stronger than a dude. He's not 100 times stronger than us.
God, I don't know. Now that makes me want to know, like, how much can a gorilla just fucking pick up, like, just for the sake of it? You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
It's probably ridiculous.
I bet it is ridiculous. I mean, those dudes are ripped. Every single gorilla I've ever seen has a 6-pack.
Wild, dude.
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know. And I feel like the thing is, you'd have to pick your 100 people too.
For sure. You're like, I'm not going.
Like, you have 100 like prime Mike Tysons or something that are just psychos anyway. It's like,
Yeah, they're going to bite his ear off immediately.
yeah, I mean, it's better than 100 Michael Jacksons.
Well, he's dead.
Prime Michael Jackson,
Even in his
just
prime.
put his finger in there.
It's not a
Anyway,
child.
it's a young gorilla. I don't know. Oh,
He did have chimpanzees. I wonder, chimpanzees are smaller. Are they still tough?
I feel like I've heard of
Could 10
a
dudes
story
take out a
about someone who had one and it like ripped their face off.
Shut up.
No shit. Like, I really believe I remember reading a story about this lady who had a chimpanzee
What?
and it went nuts and ripped her face off.
Holy smokes, dude. Well, we end that one on a good note.
You what else isn't ending on a good note for you anyway? I mean, so far it's looking okay.
Do they score again?
No, it's still the end of the second.
Okay.
But with that being said, we started a new gambling segment.
The request has been made. YouTube viewer Prototype American said we need to go sports bet. So, I'm here. There's the FanDuel. We're going to go sports bet. Oh, well. Look who it is. Let's go see what this MF's up to. Fancy seeing you here.
Just here to fuck some shit up.
That's weird. We're going to go sports bet.
Let's do it.
Alright, this motherfucker, I already know what he's doing. He's gonna be betting on like the Rangers and shit, probably the Dallas Stars. Let's see if I can just call it. Let's see. We'll go see what we got going on here. I mean, that could be alright. Oh shit. God damn it. Fuck. I gotta go back and fix it now. Okay. Was there a reason that happened? Should I take that as a fucking sign? Anyways, okay.
Can't win anything on a negative 178.
You can win.
No.
We're gonna parlay it. Fuck that shit.
A $20 bet is winning $11.
Well, you get your money back too, nerd.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. They don't just keep your money. This fucking nerd right here.
You know, we had some fun. We went to the casino and they had this FanDuel sports book, and you know, we kind of got to go and make our own picks. So the whole point of this, right,
Here we go.
it is to make 3 picks at $20, and then it's your picks for the week, so we can do it on the podcast, talk about it,
Feel
keep
like
score,
I didn't hear that rule quite right.
keep track of the money. And he's like, "Oh, I got this foolproof brand. I got this sleeper that, you know, I did some research on or whatever." He bet on PSG, and they played what, the fucking 7th,
Yes,
and today's the 1st as we're recording this.
They
So
play the 7th, and I was not thinking forward enough.
absolutely not. No. So with that being said, this podcast, where's my fucking calendar? This podcast is going to come out on the 6th. So your game still won't even be on yet.
Okay,
So
we can fix it on social media. We just won't be able to fix it on the podcast.
yeah. So with that being said, let's just go over some scores real quick that we have. So what I did is I put money on the Phillies versus the Nationals. That scored that night. I won. So that was great.
See how
Turned
he's just twisting that knife? That night, the night we picked.
The night of, yeah. $20 turned into $30.25. Then I bet on the Yankees money line versus the Orioles again that night. Turned $20 into $32. And then it was the next day. Unfortunately, I put money on the Timberwolves plus 5.5, because here's my thing against the Lakers. I thought at least the Lakers are going to win, but it's probably going to be like they're going to win by a point or 2 or 3. You know what I mean? Wasn't even that close. So it was a no sweat bet for me with the Timberwolves. Turned 20 into $39. So that was like the biggest odds I had. I just decided I'm going to put that into a parlay for $10 too. Turned into $47.
Dang.
I mean, total, I came out with 148.25, and I'm 3-0.
60 into 148.25.
Technically 70. Yeah, I forgot about the bonus parlay 10, but yeah,
Oh.
70 into 148.25.
Okay. So he cheated. He already
So
loses.
the cool thing is, I mean, I could just do the math on the 60, and we'll just leave it at that. But the cool thing is, so now I get to take my tickets up, bet on another 3 teams within the week, and then we'll be able to keep this thing rolling. So yeah, I'm already off to a good start.
You know, you can just add those, scan the barcode into the app, and get your money right now.
I didn't, but my thing is, like, I want to go back to the casino and film, like, doing the process. But maybe I don't have to. Maybe I can just do it by FanDuel and just, I don't know. It's like, do you guys like the aesthetic of
being
us
at
going
the casino and
checking it out, or is it, if it doesn't matter?
I mean, I feel like the part of us being in the parking lot was good, and like the outside stuff, but inside it was just, we were just looking at the app.
Yeah, that's true. So I mean, technically, I guess I could just scan it, make my picks on FanDuel, and just let it happen.
I mean, we can do some more content.
Yeah,
I'm good with it. I'm just saying,
we'll talk
like,
about
I don't
it.
know.
Well, so the only thing that we know for sure right now, Trav, and this is funny, you'll notice in my video, I say, this motherfucker, he's going to bet on the Rangers.
My
the
teams,
Stars.
I know them.
Yeah. So what happened? Okay, it looks like he took the Rangers money line.
Yes.
Against the Athletics.
Yes.
Turned
I mean, against the Athletics, really. They don't even have a home.
Yeah, so we actually made a bet though, or when we did this, we agreed that it would
Yes.
be at least like minus 200 at the max. And if anyone knows anything about sports betting, it's, you know, I didn't want you picking like negative 800 teams, you know what I mean, to where it's like they're guaranteed to win. And I guess that's where the money aspect would come in, because if you only make
you should have just let me and been like, I mean,
15 cents, but still, it's like your picks have to matter, I feel. You know what I mean? So it can be difficult if you're at least doing like a, you know, minus 200 as like the max. So this was minus 198, so you were right there on the cusp.
Did it.
You know, but hey, you did it, and it turned into 30-25. So right now you are 1-0, I guess.
1-0.
Like, it looks like the Stars might be pulling this one out.
Don't even go there yet. It's not even the third period.
Yeah, so we'll see by the end of the night if the Stars make it, and then I guess fucking May 7th we'll find out if PSG.
We're just gonna go ahead and say PSG won, and I'm 3-0.
Yeah, we'll see. So yeah, I'll put up a cool little graphic of mine, and then Trav's, I'll make him a graphic, but fuck, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens, I guess. That was fun though. I think that was a good
cool meeting up over there and going inside, and
it makes sports more fun too. Like
Yeah.
teams you normally wouldn't give a shit about, and you're like, you got money on the line. It's like, man, I kind of want these guys to hit a
Yeah.
home run now. I will say though, fuck, what was it? It was the Phillies. They were down going into the 9th, so I was like, oh shit, this doesn't look good, and they pulled it out. So
Yeah.
I think the dude actually scored on like a wild pitch or something.
Really? This is why I like playing fantasy football, because it makes me want to watch other games besides just the Cowboys, because I
Sure.
want to see my guys, right? I want to know what they did, and so I can see why they got the points they got. Because you can just watch the app and see the points and get to the end, but it makes me want to watch it and see it. So, man, I can't wait till football season.
Yeah, it's because otherwise no one cares about Joe Burrow.
That's
you know what I mean.
Nobody
So,
does. He's a
nobody.
lame. He's dumpy.
Yeah. Speaking of lame and dumpy, we are bringing back Trav for WWTD. What would Trav do?
Shoot.
This is episode 6. How wild is that? I feel like we kind of got away from it for a minute, and we have some crazy content on this one. Let me know when you're getting started here. You probably hadn't even pulled it up yet, have you?
I forgot about where
This fucker.
He didn't tell me he had a video. Did you put it in the episode 12?
Yep.
He did what he was supposed to do. Just hang on.
I literally have my video pulled up and ready to, just kind of hanging out, waiting.
Is it the MKV?
The fuck are you talking about? It's in episode 12, the folder?
The dang it. Nope.
The
Yeah,
fuck
you
is it?
didn't name it.
Yes, I did. Are you in the damn folder?
Wrong folder.
Jesus Christ. This guy.
We'll figure it out.
God.
Okay, I got it.
He's a tech guy too. That's the craziest fucking
He
thing.
doesn't put stuff in folders like I would.
I didn't?
You did put it there.
Okay.
This might be my fault.
Let me know when you're starting this
got
bad
it.
boy so I can go with you.
I got it. I'm 1 second in.
Okay. Well,
play.
here we go.
Ooh, you hear that hot rod? Yes, I do.
Oh yeah, this is we started out with Trav being fucking Trav with his bullshit. You see him already circling.
There we go,
trying to fucking hit me
circling.
with the car. I had this little rocket launcher though, and I was like, you know what? Ain't getting me, bitch.
Oh, guess what? Yeah, I did. Got
Everybody
him. Man,
Already on his bullshit. Like
it's
that's
so fun because him jumping out of the way and trying not to get hit. He didn't have a rift gun this time. Ha, suck it. And so I knew that at some point I would get him. I think he secretly likes it, especially when I do it from behind. But it was fun. That game was fun. We didn't win.
No, it has been very rough for us lately. But I will say, if you look at the very next clip right here, though, I kind of get my little bit of payback. This fucker's in the vehicle with me, and he
just
always does
ran
this.
me over.
He always wants to jump out and get a new vehicle, but I knew it was going to happen, so I was like, no, as soon as he jumps on this bike, I'm going to
I
fucking
don't
trash
even
his
know how
ass.
that was fun for you. I didn't even fly. You just ran me over.
But the cool thing is your bike just disappeared.
It did. It was gone. It was like, what the
So
heck?
it was extra fun for me because
I couldn't
then
even
you just
ride
had
it.
You had to get in my car. 'Cause, you know what I mean? It's like, you want to ride. You just fucking...
Yeah, we got and here's the thing. He calls it his car. That's my Ninja Turtle van.
I'm driving because I'm a better driver.
Please.
This fucker would just get us trapped in between a rock, just fucking backing in and out of a building, like whatever, or driving right into fucking action because you have no
That
idea.
happens. That does happen. I don't
Yeah.
know. You see things in this
Mhm.
game. I'm
Mhm.
like, how does he know? Like you're telling me all the time that guy's almost dead. I'm like, how? How do
Mhm.
you know that?
Yeah, this game makes it to where where I'm pausing the screen and I will try to set this video up for you. You can see where he's actively shooting at the vehicle, and it shows like the gunfire line, the red showing where it's coming from, the direction it's
I
coming
see
from.
that.
So if you see red marks and the flashing, you know what I mean? It's like it's coming from that direction.
I know that.
But half the time when we're in battle with somebody, like, I don't know where I'm getting shot from. I'm like, where's the fucking red marks? Is it behind you? Is it next to you? Is it in front of you? It's like you just don't get it. Like in the map too, he's like, I don't know where you guys are. It's like, look at your fucking map. You will literally see. I've literally marked on the map where every single time when there's an enemy, I will do the enemy mark and be like, there they are. And he's like, I don't know what you're looking at. And I'm like,
To be fair, a lot of times that little tiny map over there doesn't show you guys because I'm too far away.
yeah. But the thing is, you could even just spin and look, and you'll see a giant red mark. It's like, oh, they're over there.
Yeah.
So, let's just go ahead and move on to the next clip here. I can't even remember what it is. He's still shooting the van for whatever reason. Oh, so this one was interesting because I dropped down to try to get the rift gun, as I normally do. And we kind of have this thing when it's trios. When it's trios, Manda will drop in with me.
Yes.
We will try to secure this area, and Trav is off in the field doing his own thing.
And it
your
usually
wife-
it usually ends up being okay. Like we don't always die when we do that.
Yeah, and your wife wasn't feeling well, so she's like, "No, you guys play." So we played. Trav just went about his normal business, so
Yeah.
I'm in the vault by myself, and I'm kind of getting wrecked by people. But the interesting thing about this one is you'll see, like, I still, he left me alive for some reason. I think there's other feet, so I still try to get the rift launcher anyway, and he picks me up. I actually don't get the rift launcher. So
That Sabrina Carpenter was dumb.
yeah, but I actually did get it though. So then he goes and he accidentally hits Midas, I think trying to hit me, and a fight breaks out, and here comes Sabrina Carpenter, which is a weird thing to say about Fortnite. But anyways, she doesn't even see me sitting there. So the whole time I'm like, Trav, she doesn't see me. I'm in here. Trav, you can come save me. I'm in here. I'm in here. So he's like, all right, I'm going to head that way. But he knows there's still people in there. So I actually end up almost getting away. But, I didn't have anyone to pick me up. So I just died. But I just thought that was interesting, though, that they literally just left me in
Yeah,
there.
she was just like, nah, whatever.
Yeah, and if I had a partner, like, I probably could have got back up, but I didn't. So,
Yeah.
next clip was really weird. I've never seen something like this happen. I remember we're
This was
hiding out in
so
this
funny,
basement.
dude.
We're just hanging out in the basement, kind of waiting for people to come in. There's only 13 people left. I keep hearing chopping. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And then I notice his bot is like down in like this bunker area. And I'm like, dude, call your bot, like, see if you can know what. And he's like, oh, I have been, and she can't get out of there, like she's stuck down there. So I'm like, oh shit, I've got a rift gun, I've got an idea. So in my head, it's like, okay, I'm gonna rift her out. She's gonna be upstairs, and then she can just come down and meet us. So
It didn't work out that way.
we go back to our positions, and I'm like, oh shit, she's standing in the next room. Like, how did she falls to hell? Like, I don't know
She
where
was
she went.
swimming in the lava down there.
She's
Like
just
where
all of a
you
sudden
can,
she's gone.
yeah, you need to like circle that so people see what
Yeah.
we're seeing. But she's down below where we are. There's nothing down there. Like in this, wherever she went to, there's actually nothing below us.
So the best part of the clip I didn't get afterwards, but all of a sudden she was like standing right behind Trav.
Yeah, it was
he
really-
turns around and he's like yelling, "Oh shit, it's a ghost!" It's like she's just fucking standing right behind him. It was like she went through hell and came back. So
That was
I don't know
weird
what
though.
happened,
She
but
was
that was-
doing that for a long time. The crappy part about that game is we stayed down there. We wanted people to come to us.
Mhm.
People came to us, and we got murdered.
yeah,
Real
sometimes
bad.
that happens. And honestly, I thought it was going to happen in this next clip here. I think I was just playing by myself at the time, waiting for you to get on. And this guy, like the whole time this vault was going on, it's like I'm fighting the bots and shit that I have to, and then this guy is constantly like trying to shoot at me. So I duck down in the vault, and the reason I put this in here is because you're talking about this exploding pistol and how bad it is and how you don't like it, whatever. So it's like you relatively just get close to it, to shooting somebody, even the ground around them, it explodes and it does damage. Obviously, you hit them, it does a lot more
Mhm.
damage. So this guy decided he's going to poke his head out here while I'm in the vault, see if he can get, come down here and get my stuff.
He got unalived real quick.
Pop out, shoot him one time in the head, and it's over.
Yep.
So, man, I'm one of the worst about picking up new weapons because it's like I get used to what I like.
Yeah.
And this is one of the ones that took me the longest time to get used to. But I think like this, I found it on somebody, picked it up and tried it. And I was like, that's
Yeah,
pretty
I don't
fucking
like
good.
that one because it's one shot and you got to reload. And
Yeah.
I need multiple shots because I'm not a very good aim. And so this one just doesn't work very well for me.
Yeah, that one might be a difficult one for you. But like I said, if you're like pinning somebody down, like you have height advantage and they're behind a rock or something, you start shooting behind the rock, it's going to do damage. So
Mhm.
that's one of the reasons I feel like that's a solid one. But I thought that'd be a nice little lesson. And then this last clip here is probably one of the craziest things that's happened to us in Fortnite. You can kind of talk about what's going on here. So I'm driving. You sent me this.
Yeah,
clip.
this is great. It explodes, right? And then, oh, here's Trav. Boom, 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 boom. Dead. Victory Royale, baby. I got the win for us.
I think
Yes.
Trav actually got the win on that. And the craziest thing about it is we both were really low health. Like I
We
had
were.
like 38 health and you look like you had like
I-
fucking 5 or
Yeah,
something.
right. And in game, he tried to say that the suitcase got that win
I said,
for
are
us.
you sure that suitcase?
I was
threw
like,
the
no, bro, that
suitcase
was
down.
all me. I got that elimination. That
Yeah,
does not
so-
happen very often. The crap part
watching
about that
this-
whole thing was it couldn't be a game when my wife was in there.
Yeah,
Could have
I
been
know.
pressed her.
Yeah.
She could have been like,
Trav got the
"You're
last
not
kill. I was
so
like, no.
bad." We went to bed
Yeah.
after that.
Yeah.
Something might have happened because she was excited about us winning, but that didn't happen because she was not feeling good that night.
So yeah, I remember that was at the end of the night, and I was like, you know what? Let's just call it quits.
Yes,
We're gonna end on
done.
a high note here, and
We are done. So what would Trav do? He'd get us a victory royale. That's what.
I titled this one "Rise of the Savior."
Boom.
So Trav, he did his
Got it.
part on this one. So it's like 1 in every 100. Trav might
Man,
get the
every
final
now
kill
and
on
then.
it. I
Here's
guess.
the thing. You guys both play this game by yourself and to get better, right? I don't usually play unless I'm playing with you guys. So
You also don't get better.
not really, not a lot better. But this is the same crap that I dealt with in Halo when we used to play Halo. Like I just didn't get better.
We played a lot of Halo, and it's like
never
you just
got better.
never,
There was one map and 2 weapons that I was good with in Halo ever, and that freaking hammer and that shotgun.
That gravity hammer sucks so bad. The shotgun was basically an instant kill. If you could just hide behind a wall, wait for someone to come by, you're gonna get the kill. But
that hammer was awesome. I love that gravity hammer. Like I could kill fools all day with that thing.
God, I miss that. I hadn't played with that in forever. That's crazy.
I think that's it for tonight.
We did it.
It.
We had a good night. Start with the Marvel stuff.
Yeah.
Had a few drinks.
On socials, let us know if you watched the live while we were at the theater. Like, put a comment on one of the videos we put out this week and let us know if you watched that live. We can go live whenever. So if you guys want to hear us talk about something specific, let us know. We'll talk about it. Go
if you want to join us on live. I mean,
I tried to have a couple people
then...
join us, and we just didn't. They didn't.
Yeah.
Something didn't work right. But yeah, if you want to join us, let us know. We're on all of the podcast platforms. Spotify, YouTube, and Apple are the big 3, but it gets pushed out to any podcatcher that you have. Just go hit subscribe, search for us, and go hit subscribe. We're on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all of those platforms. We probably engage the most on Twitter, or not on Twitter.
I was gonna say
no,
the fuck
on TikTok. We probably engage the most on TikTok, but I'd like to start growing our Instagram, because I feel like a lot of people are on that platform, and a lot of people I feel like we could get some more followers over there. So we might start doing some more Instagram specific stuff, but give us a like, give us a share, comment. We love seeing those notifications when you guys are commenting. I love interacting.
Talk shit. Just have some fun.
Yeah, give us a hard time even. I mean, we're good with that. We do it to each other, so why not have you do it too? That's episode 12. Keep it rad. Peace.